Welcome to Trout Talk right here on Saga 960 AM. It's season 3, episode 19. My name is Mike Karafilidis. Alongside Brendan Lang, I'm the voice on the road for the Steelheads, and our voice at home for Brampton is Brendan Lang, and we talk all Steelheads all the time and stuff around the OHL. Brendan, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good, Mikey. It's been a good stretch in the Olympics here, so I've been really tuned into that. Of course, at the time of recording this, Canada just played in their quarterfinal game against the Czechs. Close game, very nerve-wracking game going into overtime. Mitch Marner gets the winner, so that was pretty cool. Obviously, once this comes out, I guess the gold medal game will be done by then. So we'll have all of it sort of wrapped up. But just saw the U.S. just beat Sweden in overtime 2-1. So everything's all set up. But outside of that, too, other Olympic speed skating, I've been locked into that. They've been doing really well in speed skating. So I love the Olympics. So it's pretty cool to watch it every couple of years, and it's been exciting. Other than that, not really much going on. Just kind of doing the same old thing.
You haven't been wrapped up in the curling? I love that. You know what?
Curling,
I've been tuned into the curling, man. I mean, I've liked curling. It's nice to watch and stuff like that, but I've been tuned into Team Canada right now. I mean, they're just on a warp. I don't know. I like their teams, and I like watching curling right now. I like watching the different languages and stuff too when they're going against Canada and stuff, and you hear them like, and yeah. But anyway,
you can learn the different meanings like hard and like curl in other languages. You can learn
da. I think that's Swedish. They go da da oh.
Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. Yeah. Did you watch the women's team play today? Rachel Holman.
No, I didn't get a chance.
They played against Italy. It was a great game. Extra they won by one. I think it was 8-7. So they need to win tomorrow to make it to the semifinals. So yeah, I agree. I like curling. I'd like to try it. Have you ever tried curling?
I've tried it once.
Yeah.
It's harder than it looks, man.
I'm sure.
A lot of people make it look easy. The sliding's really hard.
Yeah.
When you come out, right? The sliding, I remember. And the sliding's hard, and you're throwing the rock. You got to make sure you're balanced when you're sliding, right? And I remember I went and I was just throwing it as hard as I could see how fast I could do it. But man, these guys make it look so easy, but it's a tough sport. It's harder than it looks.
I'm sure. My aunt is big into curling. She plays all the time. So
nice.
I would like to. I know they have a curling club in Caledon, so I'd like to go out and try it out sometime. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't guess that it's easy. They make it look easy, but it even seems difficult to me. Like just getting down in that lunge position and then having to balance there for a while you're gliding. Even the one slippery shoe and the one tacky shoe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I feel like I would just fall on my face, but
put garbage bags. You just put garbage bags around your feet. You'd be the only curler with garbage bags around your feet to put to make sure you're balanced, right?
Yeah, just be sliding around everywhere. Yeah, did you see earlier on in the Olympics there was almost a fight in the curling too?
Oh yes, apparently I heard that Sweden was saying that Canada was cheating or something like that.
Yeah.
What's up with that? How can you cheat in curling?
Something to do with they were touching the rock once it got to the hog line, which is that green line that you can't pass.
Yeah, the hog line.
Yeah. So apparently they were touching it once. You can't touch it once it gets to the hog line, but they did it once or something. I can't tell you. I don't know the intricacies of the rules of curling, but
nice.
But yeah, I don't know exactly what that was, but yeah, there was almost a good fight in curling. Sometimes you got to throw down.
Interesting. I would love if somebody argue with me in curling. I'd be like, "What? Are you kidding me? I'd be like, are you kidding me? Seriously?" Oh, it'd be all over the news.
Oh yeah,
it would be so fun to get into it with somebody in curling. I mean, in a nice way, I guess. I don't know.
No, I agree. I just I would like to try it. I'm definitely gonna get out there at some point. But
do they have a curling club?
Yeah, curling club in Caledon. That's
Caledon, you were saying.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that's where I'd have to give it a go.
Sure. Well, lessons probably wouldn't cost. I mean, lessons would probably cost a lot though.
Yeah,
especially curling, right?
Yeah, I feel like they pretty would. I feel like winter sports in general are pretty expensive. So, yeah, I feel like that would be a decent price.
How about Team Canada in hockey though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it was close, close,
Oh, you know
but
what? That's that I saw. I was a little bit scared of that one.
yeah, oh, I was very scared of that one. I was definitely nervous after they scored when they had six players on the ice. I don't know if you saw all this stuff afterwards.
Oh
Um,
yes.
the Czechs were just playing with six guys. I didn't know you could do that. But anyways, Andre Palat, Andre Palat scores, and at that point, with 7 minutes left, it felt kind of like the World Juniors playing the Czechs, right? It's always like late in the game, close game, the Czechs get one, and then it's just like Canada can't. But great play by Suzuki there. Great tip. That puck was going well wide of the net when he tipped that, and then awesome from Marner. So yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
nerve wracking game, but it was a good one.
Oof. Scary, scary. All right. Well, let's take a break right here in Trout Talk. When we come back, we'll have our guest from the Steelheads right here on Saga 960 AM. Welcome back to Trout Talk right here at Saga 960 AM. And we'd like to welcome in London native and forward for the Brampton Steelheads. Just his birthday recently, Manny Amado. There he is. Manny, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
No problem. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing pretty good. Just got home from practice not too long ago.
Oh, right on. Good, good, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on. We were just talking. Did you get any chance to see the Canada game, highlights, anything like that?
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it. I don't know if we had to work out, but yeah, we were watching clips of it. We saw the overtime goal, so that's always good.
Were you scared?
Yeah, I was a
I
bit
was.
worried. Yeah, a bit worried, but yeah, I knew they'd pull through, so
Oof.
Yeah, it was a nerve wracking game for sure. But
You
yeah.
know, I don't know about you, Manny, but did it go through your head like Czechia against Canada? You know, you're thinking, my goodness, here we go again, kind of thing, or
I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be pretty easy for Canada, honestly, but like, cause they have a really strong team, so I thought it would be not easy, but like less of a challenge. And for example, if they played the U.S. or something like that. So yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. All right,
yeah.
Manny, let's talk more about you now. You know, it's your second year right now with the Steelheads. How are you adjusting in your second year in the OHL?
Uh, Playing last year definitely helped a lot. So I'm adjusting pretty well, I think. I've definitely gotten better over the year, like has progressed. So that's always good to see. And honestly, like having a good group of guys like we do here, it's helps a lot. So yeah, it's been really good.
And you mentioned there, of course, you get a chance to play a little bit last year, kind of split time with your U18 team, and then with the Steelheads. Just what kind of about that helped you sort of be more ready for this kind of full first season in the OHL?
So my coach back in London definitely helped me develop a little bit last year, and then also having obviously the support of JR and like Stefan Thorne from last year. He was a guy like I'd talk to him when I was back in London, and he would like kind of go over video with me of like games in London, so like to see what I could improve. So having that really helped, and then in the summer off training like with Maddie that helped a lot too. And then yeah, just kind of just being around the atmosphere, like how those guys prepared for games and stuff, even for practices. So that really helped a lot.
So you growing up in London, of course. You know, you played with the London Junior Knights. Talk
Yeah,
about that prestige organization that you played for over there.
it's a really good organization. I've played there pretty much my whole hockey career. In my U16 year, I had a really good coach, Danny Sevret. So
Yeah.
he actually played it in the NHL. So that experience helped, I think, a lot. So even just doing skates with him in the summer too, and he set us up with a pretty good training program too, off ice, a workout. So yeah, that was just really great. Yeah,
And I just wanted to go back a little bit since we're kind of talking about that time playing for the London Junior Knights. So you get drafted by the Steelheads, and then you go into your first camp and you make the team there. Like, I mean, what was that like? I mean, did you expect that? What was sort of your mindset going into that first camp?
honestly, being a later round draft pick, you don't really like. I'd say you don't really have as much pressure as if you were picked like earlier, but all you need is a really just a chance to go to camp. So that's kind of what I thought. I have a chance to be here, might as well make something of it. So yeah, I kind of just gave it my all, and what happened happened, and I'm grateful for that.
You talk about Danny Severette, being one of your head coach over there with the London Junior Knights. I remember him playing with the London Knights. Great player. He played with in the O, whatnot.
Yeah.
What were the strong points? What he taught you as a person?
Really just like getting like your mental side of the game. It's not really talked about a lot. Just being prepared for games and stuff, and kind of just like gelling with your buddies, like with your teammates. Not kind of just being like selfish, I guess, like on your own. Just use the guys around you, and that's like I guess the key to being a good hockey team and a good hockey player. So yeah.
And a couple times there, you've mentioned about like being prepared, preparation for games. Like, what does that look like for you? Making sure you're ready to go for game time.
Like just like big part of it is music for me. Just getting in the zone, kind of. Um, and then just like from taping my stick to all those little things, like I'm a pretty superstitious guy, so that all like takes an account for what I do to get ready. Like I do same thing for warm ups every time, on ice, off ice. So yeah.
Oh, what do you do? What are your biggest superstitions?
So like I always gotta fill up a bottle of water and Gatorade. Have that with me. Drink it throughout the whole game, and
Hmm.
then like a pack of gummies in between every period. Tape my stick on the bench with my buddy Cartwright. And then just like the band work I do that every game. And then like me and Kian, we have like a thing we do on the ice before, like in warm ups. So just all that, do it every game. So
Well, what is it? What do you guys do? What do you guys?
we
Wait,
just
you
got
guys
we
do like a
try.
little dance or something, or throw each other in the air, or
No,
like what is it?
we kind of just like give each other a little bump off the glass. We go back and
Oh,
forth and
okay.
block a shot from each other, and then like just play like the pass game, like where you get closer and closer. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, and then so that's about it.
And
nice.
what about the music? What kind of music are you listening to before the game?
It depends. So like, if I'm playing, like if I listen to a certain type of music, like usually it's rap. If I play good that game, I usually do that until whenever, and then like I also go like house music a little bit, so kind of just switching between those two.
So you just said you did a lot of off ice stuff with Matt Charantano in the off season. How much does he work with you? How much did he work with you in the off season, and what did he do with you in the off season?
Well, yeah, I skated with him in the Mac hockey skates, so
Okay.
uh just like having all those OHL guys, like that's what he had, and then he like just focused on like the little things, like for example, backhand plays, forehand plays, like just like the little slip plays like that might not seem as big when you're watching a game, but like are really important to kind of like maybe create space or create a good opportunity to score. So that was like really big. That's something you don't really have when you're in minor hockey. It's kind of just like structure, but like you kind of need the little plays that you make. So that was a big thing.
And that's on the ice in the off season. But how about off the ice? Like, what kind of work needed to go in that regard to get ready for this year?
I worked out in London, so I was working out like 3, 4 times a week. So I was also working, like I had a job as well, so that was hard to balance, but I made it work.
Nice.
So kind of just like doing a lot of explosive stuff, like plyometrics and all that stuff,
Mm.
deadlifts, squats, like a bit of bench press and all that stuff. So yeah,
And I gotta ask you this: did you grow up a London Knight fan? You obviously did.
yeah, I did, I did.
Oh, who was your favorite London Knight?
I don't know. There's a lot of like obviously Mitch Marner
Hmm.
was a big one. Uh, Corey Perry was also pretty big, so probably those two guys. Patrick Kane, he was
Hmm.
yeah. So
A lot of good players came through
yeah,
London.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
lots of it.
what's
Yes.
that like then, getting to go back and play in London too? Because already it's one of the best environments in the league, and then also you have that connection to it.
Yeah, I'd almost compare it to like if I were to compare it to like playing in a NHL rink, it's we only get to play there once, which
Mhm.
is kind of unfortunate. But when I was
Mm,
there, I kind of took it all in, soaked in the moment. So had my family out, and then even just looking up in the stands and seeing it like really full, that's pretty much the norm there. It's there every
mm.
night. So yeah, it was awesome.
How did it feel to get that win this year too in London? Remember, I
Oh
mean,
yeah, it was definitely good. Yeah, definitely really good.
wow, that was a close game too, right? That came right down to the buzzer, and
Yep.
it was Gabe Schrott scoring, I believe, that winning goal. Julian Dominglo scoring the other one too as well. You guys were a defensive juggernaut that game, I'll tell you that. But it
Yeah.
must have been nice for you to go into London and get that win, right? It's in front of your family and friends.
Oh yeah.
Great feeling. But yeah, it must have been great.
Yeah, it was definitely great. Yeah.
And earlier on, you talked about kind of your progression throughout the season, and that you feel like you've really improved this year. What kind of areas do you think have kind of been where you've made the biggest strides?
Well, like what find important is you kind of have to find your identity once you're playing. So I think definitely my physical side, especially being like a bigger guy. So I think my physical side has really took a big turn, and as well like even just like some of my playmaking, like how I see the game. I think that's also like improved a lot. So just all that, and of course skating. Definitely, my skating's probably got a lot smoother. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
with your vision, with your passing, I mean, that was a great pass to McGregor Richmond in the last game there.
yeah.
Drop it
Thank
off,
you.
just a great play.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. So, we got to go to the lighter side of things. We got to get to know Manny Amato a little bit, right? So here come the hard questions for you, my man. So,
Yeah,
what do you enjoy doing outside of hockey? We don't know
uh,
anything about that.
yeah.
Tell the people.
I like spending a lot of time with my friends. Like, I find like my social life is definitely very important to me, especially being at the rink all the time. So,
Sure.
kind of gotta get away from that and separate a little bit. So, like, yeah, just going out with the friends and here with my teammates. So, doing some stuff like that. Um, Other than that, nothing really. Just kind of relaxing.
Baseball, football. Are you into curling? Are you into cricket? Are you into anything like that? Are you into,
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to play football for my
Okay.
high school as the quarterback for my team, but
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
unfortunately I had to
Ooh.
stop because
Ooh.
hockey. But and then
Ah.
when I was younger, I also played soccer. I was competitive soccer, but I had to kind of make a decision either hockey or soccer. So I stuck with
Wow.
hockey. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Multi-athlete. So you got something to back up on. Like, I mean, you can just saying, like, that's amazing. Three,
yeah,
that's great. I could see you being I could see that. I could see you being the multi-sport guy. Just, but I never knew that about you. But now I know. But I was
yeah.
always thinking that in my head. So
I really like
that's
I like
good.
sports a lot. So just being
Oh yeah.
active is really important for me.
Okay, we got to go curling one day. Me and you.
All right.
We got to try curling. We were talking about that
Yeah, we were
before you
talking about it.
came
I
on.
Yeah.
we had Will on Eggleton last podcast, and I asked him like, what of the Winter Olympic sports would you
Yeah.
think that you'd be good at? What do you think you could do there?
I think I could do probably snowboarding.
Yeah,
I used to snowboard before I was like had a busy schedule. So yeah, snowboarding is pretty fun. I think I could do not the best, but pretty well, I guess.
You and Eggleton could do
yeah. He
because he
said
said the same
snowboarding as
thing.
well. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
You guys said, I don't understand what they say in the snowboarding with the 12-5
yeah,
split and the 12. Here
Yeah.
he comes the 60-20 and they do I mean, it's amazing. I don't know what a 60-20 is. Here
Yeah.
comes the 12-5. I don't know, but it's amazing. Do you know what that stuff is? Do you know what they're talking about?
I think it's just like how many turns they do,
yeah,
like yeah,
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
12, maybe 12-5. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
very cool.
yeah. Snowboarding would be awesome. Back on the hockey side though, like what got you into hockey? How'd you get started there?
I honestly don't really know. I'm the first person in my family to pick up hockey, so
Oh, nice.
I think that was just I might have just been watching that when I was younger, kind of been intrigued. So yeah, and then I also give credit to my parents as well. They kind of pushed me to stick with hockey. So
Hmm.
yeah, I like that as well.
Now your parents have been very supportive of you. How you know how important it is for family to stick with you. Driving you to the rink 5 a.m., 6 a.m. all the time, right? I mean,
Yeah,
people don't realize how important family is, especially when you're in hockey and whatnot. So in any sport, right? So
yeah.
that's good that you have that. But if you let's just say if you were to have a weightlifting contest with somebody because you look like you could probably lift the weights or an
Yeah.
endurance. Let's call it an endurance contest. All right, endurance. All right.
Okay.
Would you be the winner, and who would come in second? I think you'd come in
On a
first.
team,
Yeah,
I don't
endurance. So like a 15
endurance.
kilo, 50, a 15 kilometer run.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Definitely not first.
No.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. Like first, have to be. I honestly don't know.
That's
I
a
could
tough
tell
one, huh?
you. I could tell you lifting,
All
but
right.
lifting. I think Schlabowski. He's a pretty,
Everybody says
pretty,
that.
That's
pretty
the
heavy
most common
lifter.
answer.
Yeah,
Everybody says that, huh?
yeah.
Everybody. Yeah, he's like the
And
he's like the big lifter guy.
yeah, if I had to pick someone for endurance, I'd probably go Stankoven. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
He's
he's got
pretty.
legs like a horse, eh?
Yeah,
Like I mean, big legs. Like he looks like he can probably run forever. Like he's in shape. That guy.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's been a common answer though. Schlabowski and David Green, people have said he's another name that people
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
have put in there as well. Sort of back to when you were growing up playing hockey. Since you said you were the first one, in your family to really take it up, when did you kind of know that you had a chance to really go far in the game and have a chance to play in the OHL?
Uh, well, like as a kid, you always have a dream to play. So, I'd say just the drive of like having that dream is what I think really pushed me. But kind of like, maybe when I first started with the junior nights is when I was like, oh, I think I'd really like if I made something of this one day. So, yeah, that's around when I thought I could take it kind of far in hockey. So yeah,
That's awesome. I mean, first guy to play in your family, playing hockey. I mean, that's something you're going to probably remember for the rest of your life. All this stuff you're going to
yeah,
remember for the rest of your life, right?
yeah, for sure.
Just to say, life is big time too short. So let's move on to the team now a little bit. Uh, right now, you're coming through a tough stretch. There's 15 games left in the regular season. So, what's the mindset with this team right now? Practices are they going hard? Is everybody thinking playoffs all the way, kind of thing? Like what's the mindset?
Yeah, that should be a mentality. Just playoffs. Obviously, everyone wants to be in playoffs, so we know we want to be there, and other teams want to be there as well. So it kind of just comes down to who wants it more.
Hmm.
A big thing is that we just kind of got to stick together and believe in one another. So yeah, just as a team, just be ready to uh, take it to every night and just play our best and hopefully come out on top and get our way in the playoffs.
And how do you feel? The team's kind of coming together now. It's been maybe just over a month with all the new faces and everything. Just how do you feel like everyone's sort of gelled to this point?
I think it's been pretty good. I think like even right at the start, it's been pretty like well gelled together. Like the new guys we had come in, like Hicks. I played with them in London. Like we
Hmm.
for a couple of years actually. Like we kind of grew up together in the Knights organization, but like that, like kind of like that. Amidovsky played with Patton
Hmm.
when they were in U16, and so like just having that I think helped a lot. And then the other new guys, like they're great guys, so it's not hard to kind of gel with those guys. So yeah, it's
It
been really
may
good.
And Manny, who do you model your game after?
I'd have to go probably Tom Wilson.
Who?
He's a big tough guy, so
I
not
like that.
quite.
I like that
Yeah, yeah,
comparison.
not quite there yet, but hopefully one day I could kind of mold myself into kind of like that. So
I
yeah,
think you're getting there.
No, I think
Hey,
that's
yeah,
a great
that's
comparison.
a
Big,
great
small,
comparison.
similar kind of games. Yeah, I like that a lot.
yeah. I like his game, so
Yeah, you
yeah,
play kind of his game too. Like, you're not scared. One thing I like about you is your second year, you're not scared. You will put your grind in the dirty areas. You don't care who's coming at you. You don't care who the other guy is. You don't care what the number is. You don't care if the guy's 8 feet tall. You're saying, you know what? Hey man, I'm just as good as you are, kind of thing. You're not intimidated. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
Where does that come from? Your dad, your mom, like your
yeah. I kind of
uncle,
just
your
like
aunt, your sister, your brother. I don't know.
I don't know, like I would say my dad, but I've never really seen him play like sports like that, so I don't know where he'd get that, but yeah, I kind of just I don't know. I guess it's just like who I am, kind of.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'd
Like
say
that.
that.
And
How's with these
also,
London guys, huh? These London
yeah,
guys. Oh, well,
Yeah,
the same. That's a good thing. Yeah.
and you've gotten a chance to kind of play up and down the lineup. Like you started the year a lot on the fourth line. You've gotten up to the second line. You've played with a bunch of different guys. Like, how has that adjustment been? Playing with different guys all the time and just trying to figure out how that works all the time.
it can be hard at times, but like you kind of just get to like know everyone's play style really. So after a little bit, it just becomes kind of natural. So like sometimes in the game, you'll need to like switch up the lineups a little bit. Like for example, if there's like penalty kill, power play, something like that. So I think it's really important to be able to play with kind of whoever you're put with and make something of it. So yeah,
Mandy, how do you handle pressure situations during a game?
uh, you kind of just go with the flow, I guess. Like kind of can't really overthink it. Just stick to what you know, and you can't really think when you're on the ice. You kind of just got to do. So
Mhm.
yeah, you can't really let that
Go with the
affect you.
flow, man. Just go with the
Yeah,
flow, right? Just like you make whatever, it's already out of your mind and you're on the next play kind of thing, right? And
yeah,
yeah, it's good. That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
And
Because
do you
some
think
guys
that
they think overthink it, right? I'm just
right?
saying.
Yeah, and
yeah,
do you think that that's gotten a little bit easier as you've kind of got on here in the OHL?
Mhm.
yeah. It definitely has gotten a lot
Yeah.
easier. Uh, Coming into the league at the start of the year, kind of get nervous in those situations, but as you kind of get exposed to more and more of those situations, you kind of just get used to it.
Mm. So now you're playing in front of Luke Johnson the last couple of games. Got to ask you about this one. He's been absolutely outstanding. So,
Yeah.
what does he add in front of the crease, in the crease, for you guys? I see that he adds a lot of intensity. Now, maybe you can go more into that.
Yeah. It just gives us like a sense of kind of security or insurance, kind of knowing
Mhm.
that we have a guy like that in net. So, uh, obviously he's young. He's pretty much like me. Like we're both, I guess, first year guys. So, it's really big for him to step up. Not having Bo in here, so yeah, he makes incredible saves, and he's been standing on top of his head, so that's really important for us, especially wanting to push for playoffs here. So yeah, it's he's been great.
And do you think that helps? There's a lot of guys who are kind of going through this for the first time, and you're kind of in the same boat. You mentioned Johnson there. I mean, Arda, Peter Green. There's a ton of guys, that it's their first go around in the OHL. Does that kind of help you maybe that there's people kind of experiencing the same thing?
Yeah, it definitely does help. You can really relate to guys like that, so it's a learning experience for all of us together. Like instead of having just maybe one or two guys, you have a bunch of us, so it's been definitely, I think, easier than it would be if I was alone or one or two other guys. So
So, Manny, if you served as a captain, have you ever been a captain in your
I
life?
have, yes, when I was
Okay,
younger.
cool. So, you bring like a lot of the leadership qualities and whatnot. So how do you keep guys motivated during the game? Say if they make a mistake or or whatnot. So what would you say to the guys being a captain?
I just tell them just forget about it. Uh, Obviously it's hard for sometimes, like some guys, to forget about it, but it's something you have to like know when you're at this level. So kind of just forget about it. On to the next. At the end of the day, it's just a game. So uh, yeah, you kind of just gotta go on with your day and make a better play to outshine what you did wrong. So yeah.
And last one for me, sort of on that topic of being a leader. You said you have been a captain before. What have you learned from some of the leaders on this team this year in kind of motivating and leading a group?
There's guys who lead by example and guys who are motivated guys. We've had both, so I think that's really important to kind of learn from both different types of guys. So uh, you just gotta carry yourself with that kind of like confidence, and just can't let guys get under your skin, and that shows to your teammates that like, oh, if I can do it, then so can he. So um, yeah, I'm a more of a lead by example type of guy. I'm not really a loud voice, so I think I need to work on that. But yeah, I just kind of gotta set as example for your team.
All right, last one for me. How much can you bench press?
I can
Gotta
do
know.
225 on a good day.
Whoa, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's one of the higher
Yeah,
ones we've heard.
That's one of the higher ones I was going to say. Who was highest before that? I don't even remember, to tell you the truth.
We have an Edge
Yeah.
Lebowski on, so it's probably him.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. All right. I want to thank you so much, Manny, for coming on the podcast. Of course, you got a great, great future ahead of you. You're having a great year. And you know what? There's still a lot of hockey left, right? There's 15
yeah,
games left in this regular season. So just keep pushing and keep doing what you're doing. Thanks so much for
yeah.
coming on.
Thanks,
All right,
Manny.
Appreciate your
thanks,
time.
guys. Thanks for having me.
All
Bye.
right. No problem. Take care. All right, that was Manny Amado, forward for the Brampton Steelheads, and we'll come back to break it down right here on Trout Talk on Saga 960 AM. Welcome back to Trout Talk right here on Saga 960 AM. Mike Karafilidis along with Brendan Lang, and we talk all things Brampton Steelheads, and we go around the OHL and we talk things around the OHL and whatnot. We just had Manny Amado, second year forward from the Brampton Steelheads. Brendan, this game is really, really coming along so far. And one thing I like about him, he is not intimidated of anybody.
No, you're right. You'd mentioned that, and you can see that in his game. I mean, I like the Tom Wilson comparison. I feel like that is a great kind of guy to in the sort of situation that Manny plays, right? Like he's a big,
Hmm.
strong forward. He's physical. He's skilled, and that really can mold similar into Tom Wilson's game. So I really did like that. But you're right, definitely no fear. And a lot of the times when you see young players, that's maybe something that stands out is that maybe they're a little bit apprehensive to go in a corner against this guy, or maybe they shy away from a hit or that kind of stuff. There's nothing of that sort
Yeah.
in Yamato's game. So I do think the development. I mean, think of it, Mikey. Like think of the games that he played last year to what he's doing this year. I mean, it's a completely different
Mm.
player. Just the strength, the skating, everything is a completely different guy. So I mean, that's a huge jump from year one to year two. I can only imagine it's going to continue to go in that way as he moves forward.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed. I mean, you nailed it right there. To your point, he's gotten bigger, he's gotten stronger. And a lot of the guys in OHL in their 16 to 17, they're going to get bigger and stronger, right?
Yeah.
But I think he's gotten really bigger and really big and
Yes.
stronger, like quickly, and he's maturing quickly as well. So, I love his game. Love the way he talks in the interviews as well. I mean, like the interview training, I think is helping him too. So, just to say, he's gotten a lot mature with the interviews, and that helps with age as well. But he's got a big future in this league. And still, as you know, we just mentioned him at the end. There's 15 games left. The Steelheads right now are 7 points out of a playoff spot right now. But hey, it's 15 games left. How many points is that? 15 times two. What's that? Quickly.
30.
There you go. That's 30 points, folks. Steelheads are 7 points out. So behind the Sudbury Wolves. That's all I have to say. Still got to play Sudbury 2 more times.
Yeah, that's really
Lot of hockey left. Lot of hockey left. Lot of
yeah.
hockey left. Some people are already punching their tickets in and saying, "Oh, we got this spot wrapped up," and we no, you don't. You don't got the spot wrapped up because there's a lot of hockey left, and you never know who's going to go on a losing streak, who's going to go on a winning streak. Look at the Niagara Ice Dogs; they've gone on a losing streak right now. I
Mhm.
mean, North Bay, they're starting to rip it up. Who knows? Who knows? So it's just funny when I hear some of the other teams and and whatnot saying, "Oh, it's been a long year." Actually, it hasn't been a long year. It's nice to see the kids progressing, right? I had that said to me on this road trip, and I just kind of laughed. I go, "Really? No, it hasn't been a long year, and it's going to get better, and it's going to get better." That's all I have to say. There's a lot of hockey left.
Lots of hockey for sure.
All right. So let's move on. Let's move on to the games past played. Uh, Man, Luke Johnson setting a Steelheads goaltending record, 58, stopping 58 to 60 shots at a 3-2 shootout loss against the North Bay Battalion in North Bay. It started there, Brendan, but boy, oh boy. Well, Luke Johnson really, really, really was good in that game. So was Justin Botno scoring 2 goals.
Yeah, big game from Justin Botno, but Luke Johnson, you had asked Manny about him and just kind of the calming presence that he gives when he's in the net, and man, I mean that's a outstanding game. Obviously, without him, they wouldn't have even been in that game. So to make 58 saves, I believe that's the most in Steelheads franchise history. So he
Mhm.
stops 58 of 60. The Steelheads do get a point out of that one, so that was big to go into North Bay on that Thursday, start out that mini 2-game Northern swing,
Yeah.
picking up a point against the North Bay Battalion. And as you mentioned, of course, Justin Botno, 2 big goals in that hockey game as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was kind of like the slow start in that game as well, in my opinion. I mean, right off the bat, Konopowski gets his first career OHL goal in that game. Kind of a fluky one. He threw it on goal. It looked like it went off of his stick right into the top corner. Uh, then after that, yeah, Luke Johnson was really good. Steelers had a lead, just couldn't hold it. I mean, North Bay, they're older, they're stronger. These are the kind of games you're going into on the road, especially in that arena. It's a tough place to play. So kudos to North Bay in that game, and they played well, and they deserved to win that one. So then they moved on to Sudbury the very, very next night in that huge game. So now they're um, right behind. What was it? Now they're 5 points behind the Wolves before that game, right? So sorry, 4 points. Was it 4 or 5? I can't even remember. Three. There were three.
3, okay.
Three going in or four going into that game, whatever. So they're behind the Sudbury Wolves for eighth place, and that game. I don't know. What did you see in that game first, Brendan?
Yeah, I mean that's the game. I think that's going to be a little bit more frustrating to the coaching staff. Obviously, the North Bay game, you're close in that one. It's a tough back to back there, playing
Hmm.
North Bay and then playing in Sudbury. Just didn't think they had as much energy in that game that they did in the North Bay game. And I think that kind of goes back to the start that you were talking about. Just didn't have that jump to kind of start that game there.
Well, I don't know. It seemed like to me that in that game they had a little bit more jump to start. It just in the second period, it just seemed like the jump went down, and that's
Yeah,
when Sudbury really started to take over. I mean, the shots in the first period were 10-5. Yeah, they scored late in that period with Braden Bennett, kind of a fluky goal that got by Luke Johnson, 15:07 into that period. And then it was 1-0 in favor of Sudbury after one, and then after that, then Sudbury just kind of took over in that second period, scoring 2 goals to make it 3-0 after two. And after that, yeah, I mean, Luke Johnson was good, but you got to give credit where credit was due. And their goaltender Paulo Frasca, he played really well, 29-30 shots. He stopped in that game for the Sudbury Wolves, picking up the victory. And the Steelheads killer, one of them, Chase Coughlin, a goal and an assist. It just seems
yeah.
like if Walton's gone or Villeneuve's gone or
All the other coach
or
at
Alex
Delic back
Ferran's
in the
gone and
day.
Coach Adelic, I mean, he was good for
Yeah.
a goal against this. Then you got the very last one left, Chase Coughlin, he gets a goal and assist, right? So
Yeah.
so it was just one of those games, and then they come back, and then they're 5 points. Then they're 5 points out after that game, right? So, um, and then Brendan, then they're at home family day against the North Bay Battalion, and you can dive into that one.
Yeah, the Steelheads again playing North Bay. It's a 5-3 loss. Um, they played a good first period. I thought they played a really good first period. Just a really unfortunate goal there at the end of the period. Parker Vaughn, I believe, scored another Steelhead killer. I should mention.
Oh,
Uh, he scores his
yeah, yeah,
he scores his 13th of the year right at the end of the period. That's something the Steelers have struggled with a little bit, is closing out periods. We've talked about it.
yep.
So they give that one up. But I still thought like it was a pretty good period, and you had to feel pretty good about that going into the break. And then it was just an onslaught to start the second period.
Mm.
I like the way that they bounced back. I did. Like they gave up the 3 really quick goals in the second. They go down by 4, but I like the bounce back. Good play there by Amado. Gets the goal from McGregor Richmond, and then DeMiglio in front of the net on the power play. Kieran Witkowski, I thought he played a really good game too. He started the game on the 4th line. He gets some power play opportunity there, gives it to DeMiglio in front, and DeMiglio now tied for the team lead in goals. But yeah, I like the effort to start that game. It just kind of got away from them a little bit there at the beginning of the second, and it was just too much to overcome.
Yeah, they came back hard, especially in that third period, as you said, right? I mean, they outshot the North Bay Battalion 15-5, right? And they just kept coming at you. And that's what you got to like about this Brampton team. I mean, they're not going to get blown out. They're not going to get blown out a lot. They're going to keep coming at you. They're going to
Yeah.
keep coming at you. We might be young, but they're not afraid. And that's what one thing that they always play with is a chip on their shoulder. But North Bay, this is a team. They're older. Again, they're older. They're stronger. They're faster. They're bigger, right? And this is the way this Steelheads team next year is going to be
Mm-hmm.
older, bigger, faster, stronger, and a lot, a lot better. I mean, they're good right now, but they're going to be even better next year. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, next year again, everybody's just a year older. There's a lot of kind of guys who are doing this for the first time, so everyone's going to have that experience. Tons of draft picks, so you never know what kind of deals are made.
Right.
But just the guys that they do have on the team, yeah, you definitely think there's going to be sort of a jump there. Luke Johnson, he's getting some invaluable experience this year, being able to play. Obviously, Bowen an overager, so he won't be on the team next year. Johnson, maybe he's the number one guy. Him and Schlabowski, who knows? But they've been able to get some great experience this season, and I think that's definitely going to help them going into the year next year.
All right, so let's move on. You know what? I haven't really talked about the Western Conference. We'll do it quickly. Out of the Western Conference, of all the teams that are going to go for it, Brendan, here's the $1 million question: which team out of the Western Conference now? You got to pick two now because there's going to be two that are going to be going home. Really, really sad because there's a lot of
Yeah.
teams going for it. Who would you pick?
That's such a tough one. I'm gonna say the Sioux probably doesn't make it in. I feel like
Yeah.
that's gonna be the common answer between us two.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough because I haven't we saw Windsor come to town after the deadline and they looked really good. Haven't seen a ton of Flint or Kitchener since the trade deadline. I really liked the moves that Flint made at the
Mm-hmm.
deadline. So I'm going to say Windsor and the Sioux. I think those are the two teams that are going to be going home sad, and we're going to see a final of Flint and Kitchener. But who knows? I mean, it's so tight.
That's good. No, it's a good pick. I like the Sioux. I mean, I out of the picks, the Sioux's probably not going to go as far. I mean, it, it's tough. It's tough to say, but I mean, yeah, you got the good goaltending, Carter George. You never know; he might be able to take
Yeah.
you all the way. But I don't know what I've seen lately from Carter George. I don't know. It's just kind of he looks good for a couple of games. He doesn't look good for one game. I mean, he played against his old team, the Owen Sound Attack. He didn't look that great, to be honest. But okay, when playoffs start, that's a different story, right? We all know that. So, but I'm gonna go with the Sioux as well. But on the other side, I'm probably gonna go with the Flint Firebirds. I don't think I feel that the Flint Firebirds might be going home a little bit unhappy, maybe because of their defense
Yeah.
isn't as good as Windsor's or Kitchener's, but at the same time, I do like Mason Vicari in goal.
Mm.
So I just go down who has the better defense, right? But um, so I compare Mason Vicari to Joey Costanzo, and I do like Mason Vicari better than Joey Costanzo in goal. But I do like the Windsor defense and an overall team than Flint. But man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say, yeah, I gotta say Flint to go out in that first round as well. So not first round, excuse me, not first round, but to go home unhappy. But that's the way it is. All right, so
Unfortunately,
quickly,
yeah.
yeah, quickly, let's move on. Are the Barry Stars or the Barry Stars? Are the Barry Colts for real? What's going on?
Yeah, they're for real. 100% they're for real. That team is just so deep.
Mhm.
They've got the top end talent and they have the depth to be really good. They've got possibly the best goaltending tandem in the OHL with Jaswal and Horebic. I don't know if I can go say they're the best team in the East, but they're damn close.
Man, I don't know. I got a feeling they might take Brantford. I do. I have this
It's
feeling.
a possibility. They're
I,
really good.
I really love those pickups. I mean, they picked up guys that are just like, I mean, Parker Von Richter was always a team guy, great on defense. You pick up Mason Zabeski, who's just playing his heart out right now. He always did, right? Former captain of the Steelheads. So you pick up a former captain, a former assistant captain. You pick up Wilmont as well
He's
from
been
the
awesome.
London Knights. He has been probably one of the best pickups of the
Mhm.
trade deadline for any team,
Yep.
as far as I'm concerned. And then you got Harabik in goal. You got up front, Cole Baudouin. You got back there, Aitchison. Just an overall good team. Really, really good team. Emil Hemming up there. Oh man. I don't know. I can't. I'm not. I don't know if they could. It's going to be tough though. It's going to be Brantford and Barry, the possibly in the East. Who knows? Who
It'd be a
knows?
great
But
series.
it'll be an awesome series. Absolutely, absolutely. But I say Barry is for real as well. So we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see.
I agree with you. I think Barry's for real. I think Brantford's for real. Ottawa, you got to put them in there as well. They're a
I
good
think Ottawa
team.
next year though.
Yeah, yeah, they're a little bit younger. They got a little less experience. I definitely
Yeah,
do think that that's probably more so next year. But they've been great all year too. So I don't think
sure.
yeah, I don't think you can necessarily count them out.
You're right, and you know what? They got Ryder
Mhm.
Federhoff and that
Right.
as well for the Ottawa 67s. He's had a great year for them, right? I mean, he should be rookie of the year in my
Yeah.
opinion, back in goal. So you never know. As far as a goaltender can get you, you never know. We'll probably be wrong with the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, right? I mean, with our picks, right? Who knows? I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean,
So
think of our preseason picks. They weren't very good.
actually, not bad. Oh
Were they
no,
okay?
no,
I
no,
haven't
no.
looked
Actually, I
back.
was
I
thinking
haven't
about
looked
it the
back
other
at
day. We got to look back. It's the very first one. We
Sure.
actually did pretty well. I
Okay.
actually we'll come back to that to the next episode. But I was thinking about
Uh,
I was thinking about that too the last episode. So or before this episode for the next one. I mean, but yeah. So all right. So 3 stars for the week, Brendan. Who do you got?
yeah, I'm gonna go with Justin Botno. Definitely has to be in there. He gets those 2 goals against North Bay. Luke Johnson obviously
Mm.
has to be in there as well. And you know what? With the man, with the play in that last game there, I'm gonna go Manny Amado. I'm gonna put Manny
All
Amado.
right.
I really like the way that he's kind of rounded his game out here in the last few weeks.
All right, I like that. Well, I'm going to go with Luke Johnson as my number 1 star. Has to be.
Of
He's
course.
been playing absolutely phenomenal as a 16-year-old man. He looks very comfortable. I remember Luke Johnson saying to me during the year too, when he was getting more comfortable, and he said, "I'm getting used to the speed now. I'm getting used to the speed." And ever since he said that, I'm telling you, man, he's been absolutely phenomenal in between the twine. So I'm going to go with him number 1 star. My number 2 star, I got to go with Botno too. I know we're supposed to go different. My third's gonna be different than yours.
Okay.
So my third star is I'm gonna go with Carter Hicks back on defense. He has been you could tell he's a leader.
Mhm.
He's a leader the way he plays back there. He's got a good sense of the game. He knows he tells the guys, like, hey, let's do this, let's do this. He's a motivator. You could tell. You could tell when he gets on the ice and he gets the guys going as well. So, but I really like him. Imagine how good he's going to be on defense next year and whatnot. Now it's really starting to look good that trade because Jakob Fibiger just committed to Ohio State, right? Just saying. So
Mhm.
now they got Carter Hicks for a couple more years, right? 2, 3 more years. Who knows? So unbelievable. I like that a lot. All right. I got no life tips. I mean, just be good. Just be nice.
Yeah,
Brandon,
we're
you got
running out of
anything?
time.
Run out of time. Running out of time. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Trout Talk right here at Saga 960 AM. And we'll see you for episode 20, season 3 next time. Thanks for joining us.